In 2005, nearly 2.1 million teens abused prescription drugs, according to the National Survey on Drug Use and Health. Something Lee County teens who volunteered to be a part of our story say they can believe.
If you wanted to get your hands on prescription drugs, raise your hands, yes or no. Who would know where to get it?
Private clinic administrator Jonathan Connell says he works daily with Southwest Georgians who are physically dependent on prescription drugs.
The problem is we don't want to deal with it, and so that we have these stereotypes, and as long as we have the stereotypes, people will not be honest about the plight they find themselves in life, and they won't come to people and tell them you have a problem because they're afraid of the way that people are going to look at them.
These teens are in the age bracket of 12 to 17-year-olds who are more likely than older adults to start abusing prescriptions.
A lot of my friends are using, and you would never expect it, you know, straight A students and just good people, but then you hear that they're using these drugs and you're like, why would they do that?
Connell says many addicts start using in their early teens, and the addiction is fierce.
We're seeing more and more younger people coming into treatment who started taking prescription pain pills at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old.
Connell says 98% of the people they treat are Caucasian, 56% male, 44% female. But he also says addiction itself knows no social, economic, or racial boundaries.
And if they chew it up, they can feel the rush quicker, they snort it, it gets a faster high, and they IV it. It's a more direct use of the medication. However, when you do that, your dependency level gets higher, the abuse gets higher, the dependency gets higher. And so there's a lot of adverse side effects of doing that.
Oh, my parents are going to kill me, but sometimes parents probably won't even care because maybe they're doing the same thing. Like taking pills.
I think the kids nowadays are just living in the moment and they don't think ahead to realize what's going to happen.
Raise your hand, yes or no, if you've seen an exchange of prescription drugs in front of you at school here.
The person who's actually taking all those prescription pain pills and not using them as the way that they're medically intended doesn't feel normal. Physically they feel very abnormal, and you can have something normal again.
Tuesday, in part 2 of Prescription for Disaster, we'll sit down with a recovering addict as he shares his struggle with prescription drug abuse. Jenna McWilliams, Fox 31 News.